Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. I'm back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. Just had me a good supper at Applebee's. I was eating good in the neighborhood. Had a very busy time. Decided to come in and get me some good steak. Steak at the good Applebee's here. So, we're gonna go down to the Snowcap farm, which I call the blue farm because, you know, it's all blue. So we're gonna go right over here. We're actually gonna go to the house. Yep, there we go. Alright, so we're at the blue farm. Let's take a look at things. So, where should I start? I'm so tired. I've been busy. In the last episode, you know, we were in a race, right? We were in a race to get where's it at? Oh, it's over here somewhere. There it is. We were in a race to get the big cornfield, and then we were like, can we make it to the next cornfield? So we bought the big cornfield. I bought the next cornfield. I've been doing so many contracts. I need to go look at how much contract income we made. We sold a lot of our grain that we had just to acquire this one. We sold corn. We sold barley. So yeah, we got to replenish all that stuff in the future. But yeah, I was able to get that cornfield. Let's go look at the. Wonder if there's any contracts now. I've done everything from some big harvesting contracts. Did a lot of wheat contracts. And then we've got the corn chaff operation going on pretty good. So we're still good. Reset. There we go. We're still good on our soy milk. So I think we'll have a surplus of beans next year. So we may actually get to sell some, unless we just hang on to them. But yeah, every silo has corn chaff in it as of right now. That's the last one I dumped in, or the. Well, I guess that probably would have been the last one. That one's fuller. That one's a little fuller. That's the one I probably need to dump in next. So where is that one? This I think is the blue one, and this is the red one. So I may take a couple loads up there. But for right now, let's go look at. We are maxed out on our loan right now. Well, pretty much. We're at 2.9. I was able to pay off 100 of that. So let's go look at contract incomes, and then we'll look at harvest income too. I hear the plane. Contract income right there below that. That's here. What does that say? 500 something thousand. And then the harvest income is where we made actually more money this time around, because we sold a lot of the barley and a lot of the corn. So yeah. Is that? I guess that includes maybe production income too, because we've been selling the soy milk. Anyway, we've done a lot. I'm very tired, so we're gonna go sleep. We'll go to 8. Sell some silage maybe. Interest is gonna eat us alive overnight tonight. But, you know, it is what it is. Yep. 3,200 in interest. Do I even bother going and looking and see what's on sale? I don't know. Nothing that we really need right now, so that's good. Let's go see what we got as far as silage. Need to turn some stuff off. So I need to turn the clover off. I feel like I should have more silage there. Why is that so little? That's active, right? Yeah, that's active. Why is there so little silage? Wait, what output mode do I have set on that? Oh, it's selling it. Why is that all set to selling? That should not be that. That should be storing on all of that. So we sold, apparently we did sell some. Let me check these other ones. No, that's set to storing, that's set to storing, that's set to storing. I need to actually deactivate that one. That one and that one. Deactivate, deactivate. That's why I don't have any silage in that other one, though. That one, for some reason, that was set on selling. I don't remember doing that. Maybe I bumped a button at some point. But we do have one load there. This is all set to storing. And we got a little down there. Not a whole lot. We may sell just a load here. So we made a little bit of money. We should have... How much do we have in the bank? Yeah, we got 114. So we can pay back another 100,000 on the thing. I don't know how that really works. I don't know if that goes to the highest priced place or not. I don't know. Alright, so we're down to 2.8. Let's sell a load of silage. Shocker, we're selling silage. Gotta see where I'm going to. Oh wait, there's not any here because it was set on selling. So where's that at? That's gotta be down at the red farm then, right? Where all that silage is at? So yeah, the plan I think is everywhere there's a farm, there's a fermenting silo, right? We need to do fields in the future. Now this is for the next, I guess maybe the next season, the next year. Wherever there is a farm, we need to do like a consistent set of what products go in those fermenting silos. So it doesn't have to be all the fields around the farm, but maybe like the fields kind of closest in, like internally to the farm. So we may actually start buying fields that don't have crop in them, just to kind of put that, you know, put that plan forward a little bit. So, like this farm, we're right here. So I could see maybe doing corn over here and then only like cutting some of it for the fermenting silo across the road here. And then this farm down here, maybe doing one of these fields in corn, or maybe one of these, like that one and that one, maybe doing those in corn, something. Or just doing all corn out here at some point in the future, and then just doing like we do for that farm, just cutting a little bit of it for the corn chaff for the fermenting silo. But then like you got you got farms down here that you would want to do like maybe corn in some of these smaller fields, and you want to do alfalfa, clover, and grass. So there's a big grass field there. We could leave that in grass if we wanted to, and then maybe do like some of them in clover and alfalfa. So you don't want to do all the fields around the farm that way, but you want some to be able to replenish the the fermenting silos. All right, let's see where I'm going here. Find the best price. Gotta go all the way down. I did add the new popcorn place, so they're probably in this list now. I haven't tried it yet, but I did add it in. Let's see. Wow, the prices are not that great right now for silage, are they? They are not that great. $2.17 at the biogas. Looks like $2.17 is gonna be the best price. It's $2.13 there. $2.18 down south, but it's only $1. I wish they were better, but guess we'll just take this load to the biogas for now. There will be more. So what I've seen is like the biggest fluctuation of prices between the highest price for silage and the lowest price. The highest one I've seen was like $2.25, and then the lowest has actually been much lower, but the average lowest is about $2.17, $2.18. So you're only looking at about $7 difference. This will just get us back up to where we can kind of operate a little bit. We're not planting anything, so we don't have to buy any seed or fertilizer right now, unless there are contracts. Then we'll have to buy some fertilizer for those. We'll sell this load. Alright, 52,000. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, so I'm just going to park the truck. Well, actually, no, I can't park the truck. I got to go back down south. We got a little bit more corn we want to cut. So we'll go cut that corn. I need this trailer. That's probably going to be a future investment. We need more trailers. Really probably need to get some dedicated grain trailers. And then probably some more kind of like this that are the kind of the bulk field trailers where you can do silage, you can do chaff, you can do, you know, all that stuff in these trailers. Because this one, it's you wouldn't hook a Wilson or a Load King, you know, hopper bottom trailer up to do chaff. Those are really meant more for, you know, your grain hauling and harvesting, you know, stuff like that. Harvesting grain, corn. Been kind of waiting for one to go on sale. But the ones we're looking at, you know, the Wilson ones are Stevie ones, and they haven't gone on sale. I haven't seen them go on sale yet, so we're getting up there though. We're getting to the point where you know, we're broke right now, but we just bought some really big, nice fields. I'm kind of curious to see what fields are, you know, available in the next go around. I really want to buy some fields over here by the by that other farm over there. And then we got 2 more farms to buy. We've got this little green farm over here, and then the green farm down over yonder there. And then I thought about the windmills. You know, we built windmills over in Riverbend, and that helped a lot. But we can't really build a lot of windmills here right now, because you wouldn't want to really put a windmill out in the middle of your field, because right now the only really like land that we own is fields, other than up there just north of the Red Farm. So I don't know, maybe we could kind of strategically place one up there, but there's not a tons of places. The best place to put them would be like up on one of the hills, like up along that ridge over there. But the problem is we can't own the ridge yet. That's part of the what did we decide to call that? Part of the plains ground? Part of the prairie ground? Common ground? What did we decide to call that? We came up with something the last time. I've slept since then, so in a minute. Hang on, I think it's in here. Click on one. We didn't decide to call them plots. It's just labeled as farmland there. I'll have to go back and watch the video. I think it was in the last episode, or maybe the one before that, we decided to call them something. Alright, gotta come back down here in October and run this mower again. I've got some grass down here to pick up, but you need to go. Can't go that way. Just run along the edge of this field here. There's my harvester way over there. It's okay to drive in the grass, but trying to drive this truck through the field is not fun. Very slow, might get stuck process. Alright. This is our setup. Got the John Deere and the dolly here. This dolly is from the mod hub. But the reason why we went with this dolly is because it doesn't sit as low to the ground, and you can bring the tongue up on it to be more even with the hitch. So then all we gotta do is just back up to a semi-trailer. Let me get a little more in front of it here. just like that. Alright, so we'll take the top off of that. And we'll set this up. Oh, look at that. The lines change. So if you do that away, they go north and south. If you do that way, they go east and west. Kind of like the north and south one. We'll do that. Alright. Pipe out. Switch to the front loader there. Had a little, it does do a little bit of a capacity in there, not very much. Alright, we're cutting the corn chaff. So this is kind of my setup. Just take it and put it directly in. You can hire this out if you wanted to, but you're having to hire a worker out. And I'm not opposed to hiring a worker out, but it's also kind of nice to be able to do it yourself. Take this load. This is again why I want to do that process of trying to keep a lot of these crops around the farms, because I could see doing this one for this farm down here, but this silo's already full, so it'll be like a testing process. Off another road here. We've got this field, that field over there, that field over there, and then another smaller field. I don't know that we will do the corn chaff for all of these. I know the big cornfield that we bought, that we're going to probably harvest, like with the regular harvester. Because we need to get into the dry corn production, so we'll probably get into that. And then I still have not seen any update from DJ regarding the update to this map. I'm assuming he's working on that and working on his new map. And he may be busy, you know, doing July 4th type stuff. I don't know if he actually is from America or from Canada. I would assume he's from America, but that would just be an assumption. And he may be busy, like, working in real life. We all know how that is. I am so ready. I'm ready to start cutting trees. Oh, you have no idea how bad I want to cut trees. I'm there. I'm there. I really want to cut trees down. There's a nice forest area over here. It's down south, but this plot of land right there. It's just over 500,000 for that, but it's all forest area. And there's a lot of the open plains areas. What did we decide to call that? I wish I could remember. I'm going to have to go back and watch that video. Because we've gone from common ground to public ground to prairie ground, prairie land, to plains land. It's all the land in between. Not really public lands. Save. I cannot remember what we decided to call it. Can't wait to own it though. There's a lot. You gotta have that ground. And I know we're probably gonna go from northwest to northeast to southwest to southeast just because of the price of it. But if we have a bulk of soybeans, we decide to go that route. We could probably afford that if we sell soybeans like next year like we normally do. Because I'll be honest, the selling process for the soy milk is very slow. I mean, we've had those beans for a year now. We harvested those last October, the ones that are in the soy milk production, and it is still full. I mean, it's barely made a dent in it. Maybe that'll be one of the updates that come with the update. Maybe the production sell a little faster. I don't know. No word though. No word on the update. I'm looking forward to it. Ready to cut trees and break out the plow. Start creating fields. Start merging fields together. And I know this down here would probably be a long-term type thing. Because this is the 7.4 million for this one down here. And we could merge these fields together here. Be all one nice big field out here. Take a look at that. So it would be this one, not that. That one would be that one. So that one is, where is the thing at? 7.4 million down here. Yeah, this would be the last. This one up here, we bought the town, so we own all the town grounds, common grounds, land. I mean, it's land, but yeah. I don't remember what we decided to call that. I'm going to go back and look at that last video, but here's the farm. I may start looking at some possible places. Again, there's not a ton of places to put like a windmill though. So we start buying some of that, you know, plains grounds. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to remember what we decided to call it. I can't remember. It was very simple too. That's how much sleep I need. Done too many. If you reach a point where you've done too much farming, it's when you can't remember what you decided to call something. So I'm gonna keep cutting this corn chaff here, and probably finish this field out, and then I might cut the small field over there, but then the rest of it we may just harvest in corn. So when we come back, we'll either be harvesting our beans, because we've got a lot of beans to cut, or the corn. Maybe the corn. Probably start with the corn and then get the beans in. I don't know. We'll decide what to do when we do that, when we come back. Alright guys, until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Grand Arcade. We will see y'all later. Have a good one.